And we're back into the swing of things. Atk versus Nouns, Phi, Cole, and the coolest IGL in Cash Cup history, Shakezilla, joining us on the call for Season 43. Map number 2 of Mirage on the way. Pissed around here as well. What's good?
Nothing much. Just happy that, guess that lineup went so well. Again, 5-7. Even if you're disrespecting the gun, you still got it. In the scoreline there, but... dualies aren't a gun that you can disrespect on the pistol, although it doesn't seem to be the case for the likes of Atk, as they're able to just bypass it completely and miss them. He's just running on in.
Alright, having a great time in an accidental gush onto CJ as well, and there by Swisher, looking to do a cleanup. Cynic being a problem, though, until Bowden dispatches of him. Atk, have they just gotten every single pistol round this game? I think
they lost the second.
Pretty much.
Okay, they lost
follow up,
but then they won they won the force buy after that on map 2, so.
Which still counts. That will check that box there.
Yes, that does do the trick. So yeah, they have won all 3 pistol rounds, even though they haven't. But you get the trick. They've had a good start at every single side. Is the best way to say it. And so Nouns back into the force buy, and a missed window smoke is potentially an opportunity for stamina, but flashed off to start. Yeah, how are we looking to see Nouns get back into the swing of things on this map?
Just a strong CT set. I don't know, a lot of times it's easier. You can rely on individuals, so if they get off to a strong start here, then they're back in the game, especially mentally after that first map.
Well, Bowden got wrecked to start off this round. This was Stamina's map in terms of his play with Nouns so far. Opping, not just against Ironblood, but also against EG. That was his one good map he had in that series. So, I mean, Atk selecting this was a bit of a wild one I mentioned earlier. I think we were talking about it a bit in that pregame. See how this push goes, though. CJ has the better weaponry. He'll clean up CJ easy. And, well, you've played with this guy before. You think he got this in him?
He got a lot of individual talent. It wouldn't surprise me if he gets a couple here.
The one, but not ready for Swisher. Coordination's there from Atk. 2v3 as Carson around the edge of the smoke. I think we can call this one done here, Cole. It's just bwills, 1v3, 5-7 is a gun that does damage. Oh my goodness, he's in for a 1v3. Does he know where MisteM is? I mean, he could make a good guess. He's gonna switch back to the 5-7. He is feeling it right now, but his back's turned to MisteM. It's so tragic. But what an opportunity there for bwills.
Big nice try right there with the 5-7. That's why it's just so broken. Look at this range. I mean, you gotta start getting on that, Shake. I'm telling you, it's
yeah, but imagine
so
that as a Beagle clip.
You're just thinking
2
content.
shots,
You're always
headshots,
thinking content.
clean.
You're always thinking content. I like it.
Always gotta think content. That's what it's about. NACS, all we do is produce content.
Twitch.tv/Shakezilla or whatever it is. Oh, okay. DJ has hit some clips in his time. Oh, that shut down though. God.
See, you can't get that feeling with a 5-7.
Yeah, that is true. That is so true.
I don't know, man. Turning the corner there and just landing 2 instant headshots with a 5-7, just something's nice about it.
Like getting Deagle headshot is like the equivalent of getting posterized in basketball, you know?
Yeah. Fair enough.
Dunked on.
Stamina's got the op out though. Who do you think are some of the better oppers right now in North American Counter-Strike?
We talking ECL or are we talking in general?
Give me maybe a top 5, because I think it's interesting once you go maybe 3 and beyond.
Only NA, or are we talking like Circ?
Only NA.
there?
No, no Circ, no no Bowden.
No Halzerk.
You definitely got OC as like the clear number 1, and then I'd say Junior is a clear number 2.
Yeah.
After that, it gets a little bit more interesting.
Right,
I have to look.
That's what I'm saying.
It gets a
whole
look.
I'm thinking Wiz is probably up there in number 3.
Yeah, Wiz, the way he's played is probably established himself as 3. I'd say Slight is probably around 4th or 5th.
And then Stamina.
And then maybe Stamina or Dare.
Cynic?
Yeah, I
I mean, if you can count him.
I don't know if I can call any of the people on Nouns Oppers.
Yeah.
Like they're like doing it, but I don't think that that's their role. So 4th or 5th is probably it's probably Dare.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah, I guess
your list lines
CXI
up
could be there.
pretty along those same lines as me. That's what's so interesting though. You kind of get into the territory of like, Dare after this season, he's done so well. I don't know if I have enough sample size with Stamina, but it gets wild once you get to like the 3 and 5 range.
All right, we have a 2 versus 3 retake here. Bombs planted in the open, smoked out, trying to bait the swing in from MisteM. Bowden connects one. They don't have hits, at least they didn't have, oh, they need to get CJ on that one. Oh my goodness, if they didn't have CJ on it, that would have been a lost round, but there will be the defuse. Okay. Good retake there from Nouns, despite, you know, going down 4v4 and ATK even establishing themselves into post plans. It's something to actually smile about for the squad.
And they need to get off to a good start on this map. If ATK was rolling on this map, it would be probably over for Nouns, especially mentally. I think that's where Nouns is the hard, like, where they struggle the most. And so after losing map 1, if ATK started off here 5-0, 7-0, you might look at a quick 2-0.
Yeah, once again, like the fashion that they lost map 1 in as well is just like crushing.
They win this, get an eco, they're just right back in it, and again, they need to build probably 10-5 half here.
Still looked like a very close round. They do need that X factor of winning out those clutches, though. That's something that they didn't quite have. We would have seen those rounds slip on by on Inferno, but they are able to get it on Mirage at the very least.
MisteM running around with the MAC-10, having a good time. Fady as well makes a move out from jungle, but down to that AWP of Stamina. I think Fady perhaps jumping the gun just a tad bit. Not too for that kill. You see Stamina actually make his way in towards the B apartments, and he hears every single footstep heading towards top middle right now.
Yeah, I think they definitely have info that he's here.
See if Bowden can work this shot. Ooh, no. Also, Carson was there for the immediate trade if anything went wrong, so... Yep. 2-3 here for now.
Double up.
Alright. Excited to see that.
Interesting that they pick it up now that ATK's on an eco.
I mean, if they throw in a B rush or something of that sort. Normally it's Carson opping, anchoring over theirs, and you could overrun him. But actually, it's a straight A play, and... Well, it is one of the rifles on the hold, but at the same time, swinging it with all 5 players could always get risky at some point, as Cynic is struggling. Now the deagle gets picked up by Swisher, the hand cannon for him, but not today here for ATK. We will see Nouns actually start to, you know, run up a spree of rounds that they weren't really able to do on Inferno.
Good to see them starting to build some confidence there. Again, a lot of rounds on Inferno that have slipped on by that would be haunting them, but they could make good with it if they could just get Mirage across the line. And again, we came into this series kind of talking about how good this roster is on Mirage, so it's no surprise that this should still be a close affair, even if it is the map pick of ATK. Just a chance for ATK to get some really good reps in against Nouns on this map as well, now that they have that map advantage. Probably a little bit less pressure on them.
I think you're even saying ATK in this series is probably favored a lot now, with Overpass being map 3-2. Nouns definitely has the work cut out for him.
Seen some individuals start to light up the server, though, with bwills early on having some moments. Not quite all the rounds, but winning this would be really impactful establishing Nouns into the lead. Oh, connector smoke. Nouns seems super prepared for this kind of split. Also could be very risky. I love this boost when it does come through. Just hold it, catch a rotator, if any.
Crossfire. It's easy pickings. That's the easiest bomb delivery. Right there, but they still have to worry about that window boost. Eventually they do send Fady up without a sound.
No one's watching this. 0 people are watching this, so they actually have avenues to make things very weird here for Stamina. Now that bomb does have to be picked up inside a connector, and actually Swisher just been sniped over that smoke. Times are tough here for Fady, but he's just gonna stick the plant. Or not!
Okay.
See ya.
Couldn't do that with a rifle. I guess you could spam them, but likely wouldn't have the same result.
Well, that's gonna hurt until the next morning. And ATK are gonna have to take an eco. Alright. We've been given a couple chances. The airstrike coming in towards the window. Now Cynic has to spin around for the whole team. bwills the same, actually cleans up the double kill. Now, 3 players in connector. Surely they can't break this one through, as DJ's doing just that. It's Stamina's AWP that does stop the rampage, and it's just an armorless Glock in a 1v2.
Don't want to give him any room, though. Don't want to give him a bomb plant here, either. MisteM. Looking to give his team a chance in this round. Could grab a gun in here if he's sneaky about it, but no, that leg shot should lock things in for sure. HE as well. Go ahead and toss that one on in. Oh, Carson again just robs Stamina right before he can get the kill.
What's your most memorable match that you've ever played, by the way, Shake? Like, what is the match that you most vividly remember? Is it like LANs that you've played, like going
Being
overseas?
Liquid.
Team Liquid. Oh, in IEM Beijing, I believe it was.
Yeah, I think it was.
It was like
as well.
NA. It was online and all that stuff, but still.
Doesn't matter, still beat Liquid. Revenge against my 1 gram.
They took your greatest treasure away.
They did.
You took their chances at IEM Beijing.
That qualified for, they did like 1 LAN at the end of the year. It was one that Chaos
Global
couldn't go to.
Challenge.
It was that global challenge, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the way that it worked was like we beat Liquid and they beat EG to qualify. And it was funny because both teams were the other one's kryptonite. They could never ever beat Liquid and we could never ever beat EG. But both of us ended up beating the other one, and so finals was just like, what's going on here?
There you go,
That
you're
was-
doing each other's dirty work.
That was like one of the greatest finals like watch as well. It was like back then it was actually just like Cash Cup Kings, and Triumph was running the world back then. Good times.
This is a throwback. Those were good times.
That was with what, Junior, Curry? Oh no, it wasn't with Curry, but it was with Moose? Am I getting everything wrong here?
On which team, sorry?
On the Triumph winners at Beijing.
When we beat Liquid, it was Ryan, Moose, myself, Penny, and Junior.
Gotcha.
I think you're
So,
getting
a lot of
curry
names.
from the upsets that they did with Rebirth and like a dream hack or something.
No, Triumph used to run it with
Yeah,
Curry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Curry was on the team when we had that run in the summer, when it was like the OG5 that everybody remembers. And then Curry
Yeah.
only played 1 more tournament with us. He played like an RMR because we needed him because of the points or something. I don't remember how, like 3 out of 5. And so he played that with us. But other than that, no. That later half roster was, he was not a part of it.
And now half that team have had successful careers in Valorant, so there you go. Yeah, that deserves moderate silence. Alright, anyways, heading back in the middle.
Boo. No, it's good. It's good to see that. For sure, though.
Yeah.
Stamina off to a pretty nice start, though. ATK. We might get the same thing that we saw last time we watched Nouns. I do think that they are kind of respecting ATK a little bit more, though, than what they did versus Ironblood, in which they just aren't really willing to brawl out versus ATK when it comes to these mid exchanges. Whereas Ironblood, they just wanted to take as many fights, and, well, granted, Ironblood were giving them those fights, so wasn't all that bad of an idea. In this occasion, though, they don't really want to deal with that from ATK, and Cynic, he does like to dive out of this window quite frequently.
He's not ready for the push-up middle. How would you be, though? Oh, goodness. Fady heard the drop. But there's no way you're anticipating exactly that. Trying to execute into B, but, man, this is already beginning to be saved territory. I would not want to even try this, and neither do ATK.
You big fan of the T-side saves? I sometimes see it, and I'm a little bit concerned. I'm just like speaking from like a financial position. Not in this case, because obviously Swisher has enough money to reinvest utility. Odin could probably drop over a gun to Fady next round, so it's well warranted in this occasion. But some situations, I'm watching these saves come through, and I'm wondering what exactly is going through their mind. What really encourages these? Because rounds become unwinnable, but sometimes I think it's better to die with loss bonus and stabilize rather. But you don't always see that.
In this round, they can almost do a full buy, and their percentage of winning the round is significantly higher than it would have been going for that 3v5. So I'm a big fan of the saves. Sometimes it gets a little weird, like when one person saves, and then next round they might be like, we're saving, and then they're going to be on the Tech 9 armor. Times like that, it's rough. But I'd say saving in 3v5s, like ATK just did, makes a lot of sense. If you have the loss bonus for it, which they do. Yeah, I know it's not the best Counter-Strike, or it's the most people don't really enjoy viewing it, but I think that it is a very logical and good way to play. And I mean, it just won a major, so
True.
We'll ignore the Blastfall finals or the Blast World finals.
What do you mean? We will talk about it. Team Liquid #1.
True.
Best
we
team
can
in
talk
Anubis.
about that part.
Yeah. Major winners who? I don't know what it is, but Nitro just seems like he plays against way better against CIS teams all the time. There's no stats to back that up. That's just a personal feeling.
It's just the eye test.
Yeah. It's just like the couple rounds that I watched at like 2 a.m. That's actually that's the eye test. Nouns are looking good right now.
Kills.
Yeah, where he gets like a double kill in 2 consecutive rounds. Yeah, that's
And you're just asleep. Because Liquid are farming too hard, and you know which way things are going. We know which way this round's going, that's for sure.
Well, this is them off to a really hot start. Odin will close out one, but you were saying, Shake, that, you know, they needed to get a hot start here on the CT side, and well, they didn't pick up the pistol. They got basically everything else this game.
And they've won 7 out of the last 8, so I mean, this is when you see Nouns at their best. Because they're just steamrolling like this, and they have momentum, and they're not afraid to go for plays. And popping off. I know he's been playing all week. Stamina, you know, as the IGL's popping off and have a lot of impact with his op. So, good signs for Nouns.
Word around the street is, and again, my source is a Twitch chat here, which always isn't the most reliable, but I think maybe Stamina has been holding off on IGLing for the rest of this season until next season. I'm not sure if that's 100% confirmed by Stamina just yet. I haven't asked him.
It's a possibility. I mean, Senate could still be calling. It would make sense, but I think it does make me question the overpass pick as third map though, then, because like that would be very strange if he wasn't calling and they opted for that as a third map, because again, it's historically been I think their weakest map.
I mean, they had the option to play either Vertigo or Overpass in the next phase. So... makes you raise some question marks considering, you know, Nouns don't even play Vertigo all that often. Like, so, I don't know. Perhaps leaving that one up a little bit to chance. But it's actually Atk who didn't want to play Vertigo and instead opted in for Overpass. Probably sensing that weakness. We don't know. Entering into the B site. It's just Swisher making a lot of noise and kind of works here with DJ if he finds his kill on the CJ. Or Bowden, yeah, he has an op as well. That helps. He can perhaps get things going. At the same time, oh my goodness. This angle, it's so paranoid. Oh, and they're all jumping for the kills. Everyone's going over the top. That's the bomb down. That's all that matters is Bowden in a 1v2. What on earth?
That's an NACS round.
It's like they were all just trying to flood out the window, but no one could fit.
That is like one of those awkward fights you could take in Counter-Strike. Bowden about to walk out connector. Not dead, but tagged. No, you're gonna be ready for bwills top middle.
Spiking the save here.
Save.
Game time, 3 rounds in a row.
Game time, baby.
Woo!
Give it another go.
Oh, he's crazy for going for this.
He's been had enough of uninteractive Counter-Strike, and finally a round by elimination there for Nouns.
Let's go. This again. That's such a awkward position for MisteM, man. Everyone's been there where you're just trying to find the right timing in that specific angle where you know they can't see you, but you can see them. You just got a little sliver of a noggin to try and battle out against, but yeah, that's the unfortunate result that 3 players were ready to jump them right there. ACS though at its finest.
Everyone just thirsting the kills so badly.
Mirage always delivers. That's NACS at the peak. I mean, I think that was Cloud9's best map at the Boston Major too. So
there you go.
I think it was that in Overpass, which is surprising.
Maybe that's why Nouns are willing to at least not ban Overpass in that second phase.
They watched the 2018 demos. Bringing back.
Studying up. Just like Fi was doing the guess that lineup clips.
Yes, sir. That was me. Let me actually see what that veto was. I know it was like Mirage. Oh, they played Mirage, Overpass, and Inferno for that grand final.
They lost Mirage. I remember that. They got destroyed. And then FaZe was gods at Overpass, and FaZe ended up losing that. I think C9 ended up destroying. No, it was 16-14 on Mirage, and then C9 destroyed them on Overpass. That's what it was. And then Inferno was the all-time legend map.
The GOAT. But now, in Mirage is relegated to this. Maybe we weren't. This wasn't at our peak. Whole thing said. We don't have that inherent NA gene that makes us good at Mirage.
This is the only map we're good at. That's why the American team is winning.
Ah, it makes sense now. I'd like to consider Atk. Oh! Okay, thankfully, the round went according to plan. Why you gotta do?
Look,
man, I cannot.
Hey, I'm new to this, man. I'm new to this.
Oh.
First 3 bullets clearly missed. Second, due to
recoil inaccuracy.
Recoil inaccuracy. 7 through 10. Probably didn't actually fire because he was already dead.
That ending is so surreal. Absolutely wild. People just... It's one of the all-time copy pastas. The greatest, just like Mirage.
Ah, yes.
I'll never get rid of this one. Sure.
I mean, certainly the map of ECL Season 43, at least here on the B stream, has been Mirage.
Oh my gosh.
For those who have not seen the calamitous activities that have gone down.
Yeah, that mid jumping that we saw coming through.
Oh, that's
earlier,
not.
That was tame. That was light.
That's the tip of the iceberg, buddy.
Yeah. That's composed Counter-Strike. That's smart gameplay right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like, comparatively speaking to what we've seen, that's like Zonic approved.
They boost up and towards the window again. Stamina this time, though. He's ready for it. Not gonna get caught off guard by that. They're not even gonna really utilize him, or at least not need to, because now stamina. Oh no, he just walks right into his crosshair.
We're gonna leap out of apartments here and towards the execute. Carson, oh, he reveals his position at bench. Lucky that he has bwills to cover. bwills trades one back, but he's been dinked and now finished off. And Swisher just trying to make a hero play up cat with 20 seconds remaining. He just doesn't even have time to run to the bomb. It's down at Van. And this round's dead in the water as Nouns are looking to take a really dominant lead at the half now that they're up to 9.
ATK thankful that they won that pistol at the start of the half, or it could have been ugly. Ooh.
Still kind of is ugly, all things said. And that's why they're calling in a timeout at the moment. ATK, I mean, 9-6 and a 10-5 is a difference, for sure. I hate to phrase it that way, but, you know, it's the difference between a commanding lead and a pistol round and you're right back in the game. So, it's within touching distance here for ATK, so an important one up.
What are your thoughts on the A1S? You a fan of the changes?
I think it's the most balanced that it's ever been, but
Ooh.
the 2900 is still significant. Like, I think operas will still mostly use the A1 because of the price difference, and I think most players will use the A4, except for maybe the long-range players, like an outside player on Nuke might use an A1 still, maybe like a connector player on Mirage, but I think almost every side anchor is going to be on an A4, especially if you're like a B Mirage or, you know, ramp Nuke or something. 100% going to be on an A4.
We're going to have an A execute for the final round of the half. 4 versus 5, trying to tuck out towards that ninja position. Haven't seen that one work in a while, and it's not working here. Mayfield does strike down Swisher, though, so a 2v3. Cynic playing his hand, but Carson's still holding from the back lines right now. Oh, that Molly's going to do some great work as DJ has to fall back, and he's going to burn. But Bowden, a great trade, taking that opportunity. At least Carson and the 1v2 arriving from that B site, but ATK still hesitant on where he could possibly be. They're just holding angles right now, and Carson will play his hand now in the 1v1.
Round's going to determine a whole lot as well. I do wonder if those footsteps are heard towards the top of mid, but right now it doesn't look like that's the case. Bowden not really reacting to any sort of flank right now. He's still super cautious of jungle. And so now Carson, he should have a big opportunity right now. Unless Bowden just bombs it in towards the B bomb site. That's the one exception here. What's the game plan? He's just going to sit towards CT spawn. And again, Carson's just going to have more and more time to activate on this flank.
20 seconds left, but if Carson doesn't see anything on A...
Oh.
Yeah, it might work against him here.
Bowden's gonna have to start moving now. 10 seconds, 9, 8, knife out, getting onto the site, planting, and the last possible second. Oh my goodness. But he gets it in, and we have a 1v1 now on the B site.
Ooh, timing again favoring Bowden there as he's able to sneak on by and bombs planted for him. There's a smoke though. That can shroud some vision, give himself more of a chance. He has a kit as well, so chances for Carson looking solid.
I think Carson's process of elimination has gotten him here. Can Bowden stop the defuse? Yeah, instantly he does. That'll make a 9-6 half. We're heading to a break, but ATK looking for that 2-0.
love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Don't go chasing your demons and ghosts, 'cause you might find what you're looking for. You might find what you're looking for. Don't go chasing your demons and ghosts, 'cause you might find what you're looking for. You might find what you're looking for. We both the same without rock bottom. Let it go, but we come back to craving problems. Am I your favorite kind of shame? Do I make you wanna? Don't go chasing your demons and ghosts, 'cause you might find what you're looking for. You might find what you're looking for. Don't go chasing your demons and ghosts, 'cause you might find what you're looking for. You might find what you're looking for.
And half number 2 is on the way. 9-6 half there for Nouns. A bounce back for sure, but they need to close the job out on the T side, or else they're heading out of ECL. My name's Fi. I'm joined by Cole, Extra McHenry, and special guest, NA's greatest IGL. If we're only counting cash cups. And how many have you won, by the way, Shake?
I don't know, man. I can't
Too many to count.
Too many to count. His hands completely, both hands complete with rings. Goodness gracious. To have him in our presence right here is a pleasure. So. Oh man.
He's got 2 on each.
He's got him on all toes as well.
Yeah.
This cannot be comfortable to walk.
I mean,
for him.
He could probably like melt them all down, turn them into an infinity gauntlet if he wanted to. Either way. Fady eating a goosh out towards the stair. How is CJ come away with 3 kills on his own? He just unleashed that onto that man. That is what Nouns need to close this map down.
I can't believe he was able to just get away with that. I was about to say someone needs to come and help Fady, and they've got 3 players ready to turn the corner, but no one wanted to be the man to take down CJ. I mean, they had him dead to rights, but like you said, those are the sort of plays that are going to allow this series to maybe go the distance here.
Are we gonna see 11 coming out here?
Yeah.
Huge for them. They're like, they get out to a good start in the second half. I mean, 2 gun rounds, and that's the game.
Yeah, so this next one is all important. We could just be out of here quick, considering we had a really close game on the cards to start off. Of course, even to mention that 3 of ATK's rounds have come off the back of the pistol. So, I mean, overall, Nouns have been in real control of this game. Even sometimes faltering on the clutches too. It just never works out that way.
Yeah, key distinction there from this map to last is that I think that Nouns actually did close out a couple of those late round scenarios. Some of the clutches that ATK were getting in Inferno weren't necessarily showing up there, at least early. We did see Odin with a nice clutch to close us out for the half, but outside of that, it has been stretched a little bit thin, comparatively speaking. Odin gets into an opto immediately, and then just immediately gets boosted up in towards apartments here. Deep angle from him as well, but one has passed him already.
I've seen someone get headshot in this angle before by an AK. If there's a player or a team who can do it, I would say it's Nouns. Trying to drum up a cat execute here. Cynic in trouble. bwills just cleaned. Fady, that's supposed to be a one-way working for the CT side, but no, now it's Bowden's glass cannon in quite a bind. Trying to reposition, get himself towards the back of the site. Has help on the way, but couldn't hit the shot. Now Swisher gets evicted from his B site, and MisteM trying to rotate in. He's done. We're getting very close to the end of this game already with Nouns up to 12.
Yeah, if they don't win the half by here, just gets essentially one more try. Found a comeback here. They might not even get a good opportunity with like an option. So, you know, Bowden had it last round, but he got off what, 1, maybe 2 shots. So.
Yeah, also being glass cannon, you just have to be so wary of the peeks that you take and the nades that are thrown towards you. It's just made it awkward for him. Yikes.
Ooh.
It's always a 5-7 lurking.
Pushing through this though is really tough. You don't know if they're in that super passive default where they hold it from the stairs all the way in the back. So they're probably just back. A lot of times people don't.
Oh.
And he got the kill. He just took out bwills. It's all of A main control. Handed over to that CT side. An AK scooped up. And actually that molly could come into play.
This is where the mind games kind of come into play too, because you gotta ask yourself, what is ATK gonna do with this information? Are they gonna stay stacked on B? Are they going to re-rotate back into a normal setup? So very tough to make calls in this mid round.
Ooh, that's a big kill. They know that's DJ. Down. It's also the rifle. That was kind of teed up to do most of the work. 30 seconds remaining. The bomb is alone up Cat, however. Fady could still get a round-winning kill here, but the Cynic... Hold on. Are we just going B now? 20 seconds remaining. MisteM, do you stay tucked and just try to stop the plant, or do you go hunting for kills here? He's gonna hide. It is planted in the open, but there's no way you're surviving that long to win that round. 13-6 now for Nouns.
Yeah, I think he needed like 5 or 6 seconds on the clock, but there was still like 10 or so that Nouns could have traded things out. So nice attempt right there from MisteM. Very sneaky, and honestly, ATK grabbing themselves so much right there. Like you said, making that round very difficult to call for the Nouns camp, as that they lose that A side control. But what makes it a whole lot easier is that the kills starting to just flood on through for them as soon as that initial trade comes from bwills. Mid control being established here. It is going to be a head-to-head. MisteM, oh, he's so very blinded. He's able to sneak his way up towards the top of mid. Carson already getting towards boxes is such a powerful position if he has backup, though. That's the key distinction.
They really don't. Yeah, I mean, it's MisteM is completely tunnel vision. You just made some noise. Oh, now they know. And MisteM probably wants to flee the scene now that he wasn't anticipating Carson up top mid, so Nouns are going to get their mid control, but without a kill, at least. That was a push and a half here from the rest. Oh my goodness. Swisher's making the moves. He's got it in him. He's swinging around towards ladder, but actually gets picked off. He was looking so good for it. The jump up Cat, everything was there. Bowden couldn't connect his shot. Now the bomb is still in ladder room. That is a huge problem right now.
Ooh.
Flashbang dodged out on, but Stamina so aware of that angle. It's 14 now for Nouns, and this could just be curtains, and we could be on to map 3.
Seeing more of a game plan. Side Nouns did on Inferno. They started really loose difficulty on Inferno, and then found the Cat split.
Eagles out for ATK to try make something happen later down the stretch. But, I mean, Nouns have been in full control of this game. I mean, besides these early starts that ATK have gotten for themselves, it's been Nouns all on these... I really cannot talk up a team, can I, Cole? Just...
No, dude, it's the pie guarantee. That's actually the guarantee, is as soon as you hype them up, things just get wild.
Someone just gets bodied.
Yeah. That's the unfortunate truth there, but I don't really know if Nouns are too concerned with an opening pick. Like we've seen before here, it's just been constant recovery after recovery. Someone's been able to bounce back for this team. Someone's been able to trade things back. Overextensions have been tossed down the range from ATK, and this time they're going to group up here for a nice little B execute.
Okay.
There you go, Swisher. Maybe he's looking to deny that.
That's something. Can MisteM make something happen? He can. The Deagles are doing the damage. That's 3. And now a picked up rifle as well. Can make things very problematic. Stamina couldn't connect his shot. MisteM's gonna run him down. And an eco round here for ATK to keep them in Mirage. Still possible here for bwills, very much so. Dangerous game. Somehow, no bullets connecting to MisteM's dome. 20 seconds remaining for bwills to make a move, creeping out. And, oh, I mean, MisteM's still staying alive by the skin of his teeth. Eventually, he'll go down, but time is running out to plant that bomb. And I think it just has run out. He needs to get all the kills, and DJ's not letting that happen. All right, an eco round victory for ATK. Let's see what they can make of this.
Swisher Eagle, always good for one.
True and real.
Just imagine if that was like just a clothesline 5-7 headshot, though. Would have been so beautiful. But yeah, nice shot there from Swisher. Nice shots from Fady as well. And then just constant nuisance on that ramp side position for poor bwills. There's just nothing he can do. He's trying to isolate those fights, but it takes him so very long to just even walk out of Palace to just initially get that foothold in the round. But I guess it's a relief off of ATK that Nouns aren't on 15. I know that they have a very long road ahead of them to actually, make this competitive, but they do give themselves small room for error right now by not allowing Nouns to get 15 off the back of that half buy.
Half by left. Whatever the fuck.
What's the big weakness do you think right now for ATK at the moment on this defense?
I mean, they tried to fight for mid the previous round, but they gave it up. Not at this round. Kind of lost the fight for Cat. They had there. Got Kapler too. Died. Getting close.
Great bold angle being taken here by Bowden, but it's great when his sight anchor's doing all the work, and now Bowden is beginning to heat up. This is a dangerous guy when he's on fire. Especially when he gets that CT side op rolling. Stamina is not holding on to this AWP as Swisher's going to clean him up. The start of something here for ATK. I'm not a believer just yet, but these are some good signs.
Yeah, this is really good signs right now for ATK. Again, it's a little bit of a path before they actually do get to the point where we can, believe in this comeback. But if they can break the economy here, if they can hit that double digits, I mean, what's 4 rounds in a row really on the CT side to tie things up? That's not all that far out of the picture here. It is going to require a whole lot more comfort out of Bowden. I feel like he's been less impactful than last map when it comes to the AWP, and that's the first round where I really felt like we've seen him show up in his prime, just diving all through these different angles and nailing shots, but they're taking a bit of a risk here with some of this mid positioning.
Whoa, TJ, a dangerous game there. And so, I mean, really playing on a nice edge are Nouns, but all they need is a big play to win them game, but they've just had Fady come up with a double, and Swisher is still on this catwalk position, going for the swing, getting confident now, our ATK, but it's still not the round. 2 versus 3 with Cynic low, but he's the only person who can pick up the bomb. If Cynic goes down, that could be a real difficulty. Ooh. But Bowden couldn't hit his shot, and Cynic connected his on a DJ. 6 and 11 HP, and Cynic's gonna win the fight. 15-8 for Nouns.
I think that's exactly why you just can't really see a comfortable path back forward for ATK. Anyone on this team is able to show up in any given round. Cynic right there, able to close things out with a big 1v2 clutch, isolating those last couple of fights.
I mean, that's what you need him to do, just close this game out, get us to overpass. Of course, we talked about this veto and how I mean, both teams enjoy this kind of veto. This is 3 maps that I guess most are proficient on, barring maybe that overpass. That's probably the weakness in the pool here for Nouns, and they're going to need to convert that for sure. Coming into this potential decider, as Fady has just been cleaned up, and I think we're looking to head to overpass. Maybe not just this round. We'll see what Bowden has to say, but it's looking likely.
This does feel like it has its days numbered. Swisher now showing on the flank there. He also has to worry about Palace as a potential position, and he's able to sneak on by here. So now bwills knows that no longer is there anyone flanking, but all this time being bought is further and further time for them to establish themselves in this post plant.
Yep, Cynic underneath balcony. They wall banged for it, but he's just gonna come out with 2 instant headshots, and that is the map, folks. It's gonna be Nouns, 16-8. That is quite the statement that they're bringing here into the series.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited for map 3 as well. Again, I mean, we mentioned it here coming into this event, or coming into the series, just knowing that, it is kind of a weakness. Now, ATK, they could have played into Vertigo,